VV. That's it. That's the joke. We're back to help you wonderful people choose a flesh and blood hero based on your favorite Magic the Gathering decks. This one's going to be a special episode because we'll be taking our first look at Fab's Eternal format, Living Legend. Quick rundown for the newer folks here. Flesh and Blood's classic constructed format has a ban list, but doesn't have a traditional rotation like Magic the Gathering's standard format. And modern now, I guess. Instead, hero cards, their signature weapon, and their specialization cards are all tied to a point system based on tournament wins. Once a hero hits 1,000 points, they, along with their signature weapon and specialization cards, are no longer legal in Classic Constructed. This introduces the Living Legend format, where a different and smaller ban list exists, but all heroes remain legal. It's a high-powered format, a ton of fun, and has recently become more of a focal point for LSS, as it's going to be a featured format in this year's World Championships. So with that out of the way, welcome back for part 3 of Which Flesh and Blood hero is your Magic the Gathering deck? Living Legend Edition. Kicking things off, I don't think there's any better introduction to the Living Legend format than the man himself, Bravo, star of the show. Better known as Starvo, there's no easy way around it, he's pushed. We've gone over talents in previous videos, giving heroes access to an entire separate card pool in addition to their class cards. We've also previously mentioned a dual talent hero in Jarl, who is himself a reined-in version of an older Living Legend hero. Starvo has access to Ice, Earth, and Lightning cards, giving him the largest card pool of any hero in the game. Then you read his hero power, sometimes referred to as eating the crayons. By revealing one card of each of his talent types, keeping in mind that dual talent cards exist, Starvo can give his next attack +2 power, go again, and dominate. This means that his Guardian Crush effects, and my oh my does he have them, are usually going to trigger, making Starvo a nearly unmatched pile of value. Nearly unmatched pile of value, you say? Absurd card pool access, you say? My god, it's 4-color Yorion pile of Modern's past! Starvo just kind of feels like the quintessential Yorion experience to me. You're going overrate every turn while threatening plenty of damage and disruption. His hero ability is, the companion mechanic. It was a mistake. LSS is constantly trying to figure out how to balance this menace of the LL format, having recently given him another substantial powering down. So if you want to surely be the bad guy, Starvo's the hero for you. Next up, we've got another decidedly busted hero of Flesh and Blood's past, Briar, Warden of Thorns. Once again, we've got a dual talent hero in an Earth and Lightning Runeblade, with 2 hero abilities that pay you off for leaning into either or both elemental talents. Worth noting that Briar's hero ability has been eroded from her initial printing, but that just brought her down from totally unreasonable to very strong. Earth being known for its defensive capabilities, and Lightning being known for its fast aggression, there's a lot of different ways to build Briar and a lot of different ways to approach each matchup. This large and diverse card pool coupled with a modular game plan is, I think, best exemplified by the OG Khans era Abzan mid-range decks. Do you want to beat down with a Fleecemane Lion and then take over the game with Siege Rhino? Do you want to control the board with premium removal and then take over the game with Siege Rhino? Or Elspeth? Briar is a jack of all trades and a master of most of them. A keynote for Runeblades in Living Legend is that they get access to one of the most powerful weapons in the game's history, Rosetta Thorn. This alone makes Briar an absolute blast to play, and her bevy of options from both elemental talents make her a brewer's paradise. If you want to master one hero that you can build to tackle many different metagames, Briar might be for you. For our third hero today, we're looking at one of my all-time favorites and my first ever Living Legend hero, Iyslander Stormbind. Iyslander is an ice wizard, and her hero ability lets her play blue cards from her arsenal on her opponent's turn, while also giving her opponent frostbite tokens if she plays an ice card on their turn. Couple this with Waning Moon to maximize instant speed arcane damage, as well as other disruptive ice cards and arcane spells, and Iyslander is, in my opinion, Flesh and Blood's best example of a true tempo deck. She's about as Delver as you can get, so if that's your favorite archetype in Magic, Iyslander's gotta be the pick for you. Disrupt your opponent on their turn and send chunks of 3 damage. It's honestly one of the closest comps we've had in this series. Iyslander also has a combo game plan, but we'll save that for another video, otherwise we're gonna be here for a while. Iyslander's awesome, Delver players rejoice. This next hero is an absolute fan favorite that's been out of Classic Constructed since before I started playing, and has yet to see a retrain version. People are begging for her return, so let me introduce you to one of the most popular heroes in the game's history, Dromai, Ash Artist. Dromai is an illusionist with the Draconic talent. She summons dragons. That'll probably sell half of you. Digging deeper, Dromai is all about pitching red cards, which make up the majority of her deck, to create Ash, illusionist tokens that will, throughout the game, transform into Aether Ashwings, small dragon allies. She can also use these Ash to invoke her most powerful dragons, providing static effects to the board. This snowbally, token-centric strategy falls somewhere between the Mardu Pyromancer and Monastery Mentor experience. If you can establish your keyboard pieces, you'll be able to take over games with a combination of disruption and incremental value. Also, in case I forgot to mention, you're summoning dragons. And for you shiny lovers, all of these dragons have Marvel art treatments that are honestly among some of the best in the game. If you like dragons, and lots of them, check out Dromai. Our last pick today is admittedly a bit of a personal favorite, and she's quite new to the LL format, so she's yet to really prove her mettle against the titans of the metagame. But damn it, I miss her every day, and I want to talk about Aurora Shooting Star. I'm gonna soapbox here, so let me front load that LL Aurora is the deck for you Prowess gamers. Now strap in. Once again, we've got a Rune Blade. It's the coolest class, I can't help it. Here we've only got the lightning talent, so theoretically, Aurora should just be Briar without as large of a card pool, right? Well, let me show you Aurora's specialization card, Arc Lightning. Whenever you go again, deal 1 arcane damage. This also gives your next action go again while itself having go again. Aurora's deck is filled to the brim with 0 cost attacks that have or easily gain go again. So her power turns with Arc Lightning string chains of physical damage alongside evasive arcane damage to make one of the most aggressive heroes we've ever seen. This game plan alone propelled Aurora to Living Legend status, but in this more powerful format, she has access to a card that's been banned in Classic Constructed for longer than Aurora's been in the game. Let's take a look at Ball Lightning. Whenever a lightning or elemental action card would deal damage this combat chain, it deals that much plus 1. Arc Lightning is a lightning action card. So if you play Arc Lightning and then attack with a Ball Lightning, your Go Again trigger will deal 2 damage instead of 1. If you attack with another Ball Lightning, the Go Again will deal 3 damage instead of 2. You can run a total of 9 copies of Ball Lightning, along with 3 copies of Sting of Sorcery for a bit of redundancy, so your Arc Ball combo turns can fly completely off the rails. This deck is a true glass cannon with some of the most explosive damage turns you will ever see. Also, I played it at my first ever calling last year, and just saying, I beat Brody Spurlock. So that concludes today's episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you're enjoying the content, a like and subscribe would be greatly appreciated. We're on track to hit 1,000 subscribers, which is absolutely crazy to me, and I think I'd like to do some sort of giveaway or something when we hit that 1K milestone. Throw your thoughts in the comments. As a reminder, if you want to save 10% on a fancy schmancy Codex journal, you can click our affiliate link in the description or use promo code SMASHING10 at checkout. Bear, I love you so much, you're so expensive. Let me know what magic decks I should cover next, and as always, have a great day.